I am literally, not literally, I am in shock at the moment. Can you believe it? I can believe it, but I can't believe it at the same time. The last couple weeks, a couple weeks ago, I was supposed to start my period, or I thought, but my periods are always like, I don't know, they just started getting a little bit more regular. And then I was thinking, well, maybe this is going back. Like I was having like 45-day cycles, and I was like, maybe, but I feel like I might be pregnant. I have acid reflux like crazy. Mara's asked like in the past about like having a little sister one day, and I just kept telling her like, I don't think mommy's having any more babies, you know, like I kind of shut that down, and she hadn't asked about it for a while. And then last week when I was kind of like, ooh, I haven't had my period yet, this is weird, but like also I wasn't too worried because my periods have just been like forever. They've just been like that. Sometimes it goes really long before I have my next period. But I was like feeling the symptoms. Anyway, she asked me again, Mommy, do you think I'll ever have a little sister? I just like was thinking, oh my God, does she know something that I don't know? And then today I started watching some Sarah's Day videos because she's pregnant right now, and I've avoided all of her videos. And then today I just had this like feeling. Obviously I've been having symptoms and stuff that made me feel like I have a feeling I'm pregnant. But I started watching her pregnancy videos, and usually when I'm not pregnant, I'm very turned off by pregnancy videos because I know I'm not experiencing those things, and so I just can't watch them, you know? And then today I watched them and I was like, I'm excited. I am excited. I'm scared and nervous and everything, but I am excited. I cried already enough, so I don't want to cry. Anyway, I just had to give a little update. It's the next day now, and I am on my way to get my blood tested to see how far along I am, or like to, whatever, see what my hormone levels are, to see when I need to get a dating ultrasound or whatever. So they're gonna like see how far they think I am, and then predict like when I'll be around like 8 weeks maybe or something. So I'm getting ready to head there now. We were just swimming and stuff, and I was like, I got some errands to run. I do have a couple other things I gotta go do, but I'm gonna go do this first. So I had to stop and get gas on the way, but that's a little update now. So far, I haven't told anybody. I really wanted to tell my sister-in-law today, but I probably should tell Russell first, but I'm like trying to decide. Like I've got to tell him tonight. I just don't know what I'm gonna, like how I'm gonna tell him. So anyway, that is the update for now, but got a lot of acid reflux today, and super out of breath. I feel like each day, like the out of breath has been happening, and I just thought like maybe I'm just a little out of shape, like what the fuck? But every day it seems like I'm more out of breath and more out of breath and more out of breath. Okay, my gas is done, so I'm out of here. Okay, see, I got my blood work done. This thing hurts like a bitch. It hurts so bad. Typically, I don't remember ever like getting blood work done and it hurting so bad. Like it is, I've been sitting here, right now I'm holding it up, but I've been sitting here just like babying it because it hurts. Anyway, it was like, bam, in and out. She said the results will be back tomorrow. So we'll see tomorrow what my levels are so they can predict how far along they think I am. But I guess it's just the waiting game now. But now I'm trying to figure out how the hell do I tell Russell? Because I just feel like I gotta say something, because I can't hold it in, because I just feel like I can't. So I just picked up a 7 brew coffee, and I got a iced brunette. Usually I'm a blondie type of girl, but the brunette just sounded better. Because I'm like turning brunette now. I'm not blondie anymore. But yeah, I'm gonna drive on my way home and try to decide if I'm gonna stop at Walmart or not, and try to like figure out something. I don't know if I can get something that I can give him or whatever, because I don't just want to tell him. Anyway, I guess you guys will see in a little bit how I decide to tell him. I don't think I've talked to you guys today yet, but it's the next day. And things didn't quite go how I planned them. But that's okay. This morning we went to golf, and then Mara had a volleyball. So then right before, I didn't have a very good time to tell Russell the last couple days where the kids weren't really around or whatever, but Kai fell asleep and it was just me and Russell waiting to go into volleyball. And I was just like, I've got to tell him right now. So we have a vacation coming up in July where we have an Airbnb and it has a hot tub. And so I was like trying to think of a fun way to tell him that wasn't like super cheesy. It was just like, I just wanted to tell him. And I didn't record just because I just was like, in the moment, I just didn't feel like I wanted to. So I was like, it really sucks about our Airbnb having a hot tub. And he's like, why? And I said, well, because pregnant people can't get in the hot tubs. He's like, you're joking. I wasn't joking. So just kind of a dorky way to tell him, since we have that coming up. And because I am actually bummed that I won't be getting in the hot tub. At least my legs can go in maybe. And then I told my sister-in-law, because I see her, I feel like every single day, and I just don't know how I'm going to see her every day without telling her. I was trying to, again, think of a different way to tell her. So I have my labs. I got the labs drawn the other day, or my blood drawn the other day. And so I was like, hey, I wanted to ask you a question. I got some blood drawn the other day, and there was this one thing that came back really high, and I couldn't figure out, I just couldn't figure out what it was, and I was going to ask you. And so I pulled it up my phone, and I just handed her my phone. I was like, what is this? It's like 5,000 something. And she was like, oh my gosh, whatever. I knew that would be a fun way to tell her, because obviously she knew what that meant. It was a good day. So 2 people know, 3 counting me. And I think I'm going to keep it that way for a while. They said, based off my blood work, that I'm probably around 5 weeks. So I'm going, not next week, because next week's 4th of July week. I'm going the week after on the 10th, July 10th, to have a sonogram. So then we'll know, legit how far along I am. And then we'll get a due date. So I think right now I'm basing it off when I think the beginning of my last period was. And it should be the due date would be around February 19th or February 20th, but that could be wrong because I don't exactly remember when my last period was. I just think it was around then. So we will see. Symptoms from yesterday and today that are pretty prominent. I'm having a hard time speaking. Prominent are gas. I have terrible gas and the acid reflux is back. It is back. And my sometimes when I chew a food for regularly, not pregnant, when I chew a food for too long, or a certain texture of a food for too long and it's in my mouth for too long, I have to spit it out. It makes me want to gag and throw up. It's worse now, and I really hate that. It's gonna be a long time before anybody sees this video, probably, because I'm 5 weeks, so it's probably gonna be at least 8 more weeks before anybody even sees this. So you're in the future. You probably won't hear about this until August. So I hope your August or late July is treating you well. Hi guys, little update on pregnancy. I am laying down. I had dinner and sometimes I just gotta lay down. But it's been a couple days since I last talked to you, and we're doing okay. I feel like today I had morning sickness so bad from I don't know, 10 to 11. It was terrible. I took a nap. I am not typically a nap taker, and came home and took a nap just out of character. So definitely got some symptoms going on that are just persistent every single day. It's when I first wake up, I'm good. I do feel a little hungry, but I don't feel super sick. A little nauseous, but not super sick. But today, 10 to 11. I think yesterday was similar, but so sick. I don't want to talk to anybody. I'm not getting sick, but just feel super nauseous. And then anywhere between noon and 3, I'm so tired. I want to take a nap. I took a nap yesterday. I am so not a napper, but yeah, I haven't had an ultrasound or anything yet. So I'm just kind of holding my breath till then. If you've been there, you understand. It's just kind of until you see that baby's heartbeat, it's just hard to I feel like I'm already so excited. But still I'm it's just a big stress until you kind of see the little baby in there and see the heartbeat, or maybe hear the heartbeat. So that will happen. So today's the 1st of July. Oh, so I have 9 days to wait. Oh gosh. So I don't know how far along I am. Based off my blood work, like I said, I was like around 5 weeks. So now I'm probably around 6 weeks. Which, oh my gosh. Struggling. Really much to update on besides that. So that's where we're at. I'm around 6 weeks probably-ish. So next week, or well, on the 10th. So I've got all of this week to go, and then I think it's like next Thursday or something. Next Wednesday or Thursday. And we'll find out, and hopefully everything will be all good. But I did just find out today that somebody from the gym is also pregnant, and I guess she's gonna be like, I didn't tell her I was pregnant. She told me today, and we're gonna be like 2 weeks apart, so it's gonna be crazy. I feel like this always happens at the gym. Somebody gets pregnant, and then somebody else gets pregnant, and then somebody else gets pregnant. But yeah, I didn't tell her, but I wanted to tell her so bad, like, yo, I'm pregnant too. But I'll wait. Just pulled up to the OBGYN office, getting my first sonogram, so hopefully everything's all good. I'm so nervous, so nauseous right now. I think I'm more nauseous right now because I'm nervous. I don't know why I'm so nervous. I just am. My guess is that I'm somewhere like seven weeks or so. I don't know what I said earlier this week. I was around six or seven. Now I think I'm like seven and a half maybe. I'm not really sure. I guess they'll say how big the baby is, and hopefully everything's all good with the baby. I don't know. I'm like at this point where I'm just feeling so yucky, like blah. I can't hardly work out because I just feel so sick by like 2 or 3 o'clock. I've been doing the Unisom B6 the last like 4 nights or so. I'm taking half of a Unisom and a whole B6 like little tablet at night before I go to bed, and it makes me feel pretty good in the morning. I feel like I'm feeling pretty good in the morning when I wake up, but by like 2 or 3 o'clock I am messed up, like don't feel well at all. So I just really like want to stay active, want to stay exercising and stuff, and now I'm to the point where I'm kind of like, oh my gosh, I just can barely stand it. I can barely stand it. I'm just getting nauseous just thinking about whatever. It is so much later. I don't know why I parked right here. I should have just either parked in the sun or parked in the fucking shade. I don't know what I was thinking. This is terrible. Anyway, it's way later now. Way later. Like it was 11:30 when I talked to you earlier, or it was 11:20. It's 7:51. But good news. There's a little baby in there. She said there's one little baby. I'm still not totally convinced, but I'm sure she's right. Let's see. Does it say anything on it that you can't see? I don't think so. It's got my birthday. Little baby. Look at that. My fingernails are so dirty right now. Please don't look at them. And they're very long. I need groomed. That's a little baby. That's the head. It's huge. And then the little tiny body with little tiny things that are sprouting out for arms. And legs. So there's a little baby in there. There's a heartbeat. The heartbeat was 160. But I am officially 7 weeks. What'd she say? 7 weeks, 3 days. Or 7 weeks, 2 days. One or the other. My due date is February 23rd. So I was guesstimating like February 21st-ish. And so I was pretty damn close. So all is well. I haven't felt well. I've been busy all day, which I think is the best thing for me because I've been feeling so sick, but although I've been feeling sick, like I've been busy. So it's making me not remember how sick I've been feeling. But anyway, I did stop by Freddy's. I actually went, the kids were with Russell, and I coached at the gym, and then I was like, I want some biscuits and gravy. I went to Cracker Barrel because I was like, I don't really want to make biscuits and gravy myself. I went to Cracker Barrel thinking, oh, I'll get biscuits and gravy at Cracker Barrel. Well, I always get pancakes at Cracker Barrel. So like I get the eggs, the hash brown casserole, blah, blah, blah. Never get biscuits and gravy. Always get pancakes because their pancakes are so fucking good. Their biscuits and gravy, not delicious, not at all, not delicious at all. So I really want a biscuits and gravy, and I'm thinking like the kind of biscuits and gravy I make or my family makes, like all our biscuits and gravy are pretty much the same. Very good, very tasty. So I was slightly disappointed, but I got full, so I got some hash brown casserole, so it was good. That, oh my God. Well, they're not just gonna stop for you crazy people. You can't just walk across the street, you crazy asses. My goodness. These people are trying to walk across. This is Wanamaker's, very busy. It's 4 lanes plus a middle like turning lane. So like 5 lanes across technically. These people are just walking across, and then the cars don't stop. So the lady runs and the dude doesn't, of course. And freaking the guys try to act really cool and walk slow, you know? Fucking about got hit by a car. And then he threw his arms up like as if they were supposed to stop for him. You're the one walking across the road, like not at a crosswalk. But I got a chocolate brownie delight, concrete. It's not good for me, but it sure tastes good, so. Anyway, just thought I'd give you a little update. Still haven't told the kids or any of our parents or anything yet. I think we'll do that tomorrow maybe, or the next. I gotta figure out, like, is there a cute way to tell people, like, when it's your 4th kid? Or you just, like, shout it out, you know? I don't know. But also, I went to the gym today, so I have this, like, this issue above my belly button that's been a problem for, like, a year and a half, maybe 2 years. But it's, like, comes and goes, and it feels like a hernia, at least as far as I know. That feels, like, makes me think it's a hernia. But it comes and goes, so, like, it won't bother me for months. And then all of a sudden it'll be bothering me. And then it'll bother me for a few weeks. And then it will go away. And won't bother me for months again. It's just like over and over again. So now it's bothering me again. And I'm like, oh no. So I had one of the ladies at the gym. I had her feel it. Like when this was hurting me before, I had a nurse feel it. And she's like, yeah, it definitely feels like a hernia. And I was like, yeah. So I went to see a doctor. And she's like, no, I don't think. And it wasn't flared up at the time. It wasn't hurting me at the time. So maybe she couldn't feel it. I don't know. But she's like, yeah, I don't think that's what it is. I think it's your gallbladder. My gallbladder? I know the difference. I feel like I know the difference of pain on like the surface type level. Like I'm feeling it. I can touch it through my stomach and it's hurting from the touch, right? Or my gallbladder hurting me. I feel like I would know the difference, right? Anyway, so then I had somebody else at the gym feel it today, and I was like, do you know what a hernia feels like? Can you feel this? And she's like, yeah, definitely feels like a hernia. So now I'm worried. Well, I'm also pregnant. I didn't tell her that, but I'm also pregnant, so like it's gonna just stretch bigger and bigger. So do I get it fixed? Do they give me surgery while I'm pregnant? Like I don't even know what. I don't know. I have no clue, but I'm scared, nervous. Can you just give me surgery without putting me under? Like, is that a thing?